I did that to somebody and then they yanked my wig once. I was like, it took one and they were down on the ground. It was a little Latino twink and I felt so sorry. I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't help them up though. I'm like, girl, don't you touch my hair.
No.
I got so mad. I love fighting.
Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, today we're going to be talking about more conspiracy theories. Now they don't all have a common theme, except for the fact that they are terrifying and keep me up at night, especially the Hillary Duff one, but we'll get to that later. Today we're going to start with the conspiracy theory that Paul Walker was actually murdered. So as you guys know, back in 2013, Paul Walker was killed in a car accident with his friend. The car went 100 miles per hour right into a pole and exploded. Now after some of the pictures of the wreckage came out, a lot of people started questioning whether or not that was actually a car accident. The car was totaled beyond belief, and honestly it didn't really look like it just hit a pole. It kind of looked like something blew it up. And there's no footage of the actual crash. There's just footage of the car exploding and you can't really see much. And that's when a lot of people started wondering, maybe something did hit the car. Maybe it wasn't just a crash. Maybe it was a murder. So you're probably wondering, why would anybody want to assassinate Paul Walker? He's just some nice movie star, isn't hurting anybody. Well, supposedly the story is that he was associated with the Philippines Typhoon Relief Fund, and supposedly he found out that there was some kind of scam going on. You know, some of the funds were being used for things he didn't understand. There was some embezzlement, and basically Paul found out about it, and he was about to publicly speak about it and talk about how he did not want to be associated with them. And supposedly they got wind of it, and that's when they decided get rid of him. Obviously, I'm not saying that's what happened, it's just a theory, but this isn't the first time that there's been scams or embezzlement when it comes to relief funds. And it kind of makes you wonder, maybe he was murdered. Which brings us to our second conspiracy theory, which is that a lot of celebrities are murdered when they say they're not. The theory goes that the Illuminati, the people in charge of everything, sometimes have to wipe out certain celebrities for whatever reason. Maybe they don't need them anymore, maybe they're about to speak out and they want to get rid of them. Honestly, I don't know the reasons, I don't question the Illuminati. But if you notice, a lot of celebrities die in the same way. And a lot of them die without anybody seeing it. I'm going to read you a list of some celebrities and how they died, and it's probably going to get you thinking. Whitney Houston died of drugs alone in her bathroom. Heath Ledger died of drugs alone in his house. Philip Seymour Hoffman died of drugs alone in his bathroom. Jim Morrison died of drugs alone in his bathroom. Michael Jackson died of drugs alone in his home. Robin Williams committed suicide alone in his home. Corey Monteith died of drugs alone in a hotel room. Kurt Cobain died of suicide alone in his hotel room. Jimi Hendrix died of drugs alone in his home. Janis Joplin died of drugs alone in her home. Marilyn Monroe died of drugs alone in her home. Anna Nicole Smith died of drugs alone in her hotel room. Amy Winehouse died of drugs alone in her home. And Brittany Murphy died of pneumonia alone in her home. So obviously there's a pattern here. All these celebrities are dying with no witnesses. They're all drugs or unknown causes or suicide. And nobody really ever questions it, because I guess people are like, oh well, celebrities are depressed sometimes. They do drugs, it makes sense. But that many died alone? And don't you ever notice that it's always 3 celebrities that die in a row, usually within days of each other? For example, back in 2009, Michael Jackson, Farrah Fawcett, and Ed McMahon all died in the same week. Even this year, David Bowie, Alan Rickman, and Celine Dion's husband, they all died in the same week. I don't know, something just does not seem right about that. Now this next theory is something that actually really scares me for some reason. Anything involving space or aliens or any of that stuff just really keeps me up at night. And this one is no different. The theory is that the moon is not real. Now there's been a lot of conspiracy theories about the moon. I want to do a whole separate video about it. There's conspiracy theories that the moon landing never happened and that was all fake. There's a theory that the moon is actually hollow and aliens or people live inside of it. And then there's the hologram theory. Now the theory is that the moon is actually a hologram and either the government or aliens are projecting it. Now it sounds kind of dumb, then this happened. A man was filming the moon on his camera one night, and he saw what looked to be a glitch. Check it out.
So I'm filming one night looking for objects. I pan my camera down and the wave starts, this hologram wave. I don't notice it. And then it catches up to the camera, and I do notice it. I glance at the moon, but when you're staring at things, you know, you don't know whether it's your eyes or what. And then I notice a second wave coming, and at this point, I'm thinking it's my camera.
What the fuck? Seriously, think about it. What does that even mean? I mean, is it that out of the realm of possibility? I mean, think about what they've done with holograms in the last few years when they had Tupac and Michael Jackson, and those looked crazy real. Well, I'm sure aliens have technology that's like 1,000 bajillion times better than ours. Of course they could project the moon. What if they're projecting everything? What if we're not even here? What if we're just projections? Oh God. This is where my brain starts spinning and then I start getting really scared. I mean, I put on one of those virtual reality things the other day and it was incredible. It was like I was on another planet. Think about it. Aliens probably have that technology and they probably had it forever and much better than ours. What if we are just their virtual reality? Speaking of things that are fucking terrifying and I will never sleep again, we are going to be talking next about the Denver airport, which some people think is actually hell. So a lot of people have been talking about the Denver airport for a long time for numerous reasons. Some people have said that the exit arrows are very confusing and they lead to each other and there's literally no exit. Some people say that the security checkpoints literally will disappear. You turn around, they're gone. There's long corridors that lead to nowhere. One of the terminals has a huge statue and it is literally the ancient Egyptian god of death. Also, right when you walk into the airport, there's this huge, terrifying horse statue with these red glowing eyes. And the scariest part is it actually killed the person who made it. When he was done, part of the statue fell on him in his studio and he died from blood loss. Perfect, a haunted horse, exactly what I want to see when I'm getting on a fucking plane. Also, if you look up from the sky, all the runways create what looks to be a swastika. And that's not even the scariest part. There's art all over the airport that's literally symbols of hell. You have a statue of a demon crawling out of a suitcase, comforting. You have a huge mural that has like refugees living in a basement. You have the Lord of Death stabbing into a fucking bird. And not just any bird, the Dove of Peace. He's killing it. People are crying in the pictures. You have people wearing gas masks, running from gases that are killing them. There's a painting of a bunch of children crying over an open casket of their dead mother. And then you have animals dying and being tortured, explosions, blood, tears. It's very fucked up. And a lot of people have said when they're in the airport, they feel really uneasy. They feel like something really bad is going to happen. They feel things watching them. When they're in the bathroom, they can feel something breathing down their neck. It's literally an airport full of demons. It makes you wonder though, if the devil did want to slowly start taking over the world, it would make sense for him to kind of live in an airport. It's where people are coming and going and spreading. So, safe travels. Now, I have been wanting a Hillary Duff conspiracy my whole life. I've Googled it pretty much every week. I've had the internet and nothing ever pops up. She's just too perfect. But then today I saw something that I had not seen yet and it was hilarious but also very scary. Check out this poster for Magic Mike Part 2. Does it look oddly familiar to you? Kind of like you've seen that before? Well, it's because you have. Check out the poster for the Lizzie McGuire movie, bitch. Hello? That's the same fucking poster. Now, I don't really know what the conspiracy is. Maybe that Hillary Duff is Channing Tatum, which would be crazy. Honestly, bisexual crush goals. But it makes you wonder, maybe there's a lot more movie posters out there that are literally the same. Maybe it's all subliminal messaging. Maybe those types of posters get you to go see the movies. I know I definitely saw those movies. That's a lie. I didn't see Magic Mike. But that's just because I wasn't comfortable with myself yet. But unfortunately, that's all I have for Hillary Duff. Damn it, if you have any good Hillary Duff conspiracy theories, please leave them in the comments. I really need one. Alright, you guys, those are all the conspiracy theories we have for today. If you want me to keep doing these videos, let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And also subscribe because I make new videos every single day. And I'll put a link in the description for a playlist of all of my other conspiracy theory videos if you're feeling like you want to never sleep again. Alright, you guys, I'm going to go. I will see you little conspiracy theorists tomorrow. I also taste, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It tastes like chicken. There is a hint of my mom's pussy. That's too far. It is though. And it's giving me Christmas feels.